going to do an open tournament today on the Grand River in Grand Haven, Michigan. It is a whopping 51 degrees. It is cold, absolutely cold, and I'm already screwed up. I left my coffee in the truck. Anyway, I got 6 hours out here in the Grand River. I haven't been here in about a dozen years. I've heard the bite's been good. We're going to find out though. Beautiful sunrise, beautiful morning. You can see right behind me. I'm excited. Let's go get him. Definitely not the size we're after, but it's a good sign. Nice fat chunk. Let's get some big ones. Ooh, we got a smallie. He ain't giant, but he'll go to lie well. Oh, he doesn't want to give. Look at you. Ah! Come here. Come here. Yeah. He'll go to lie well. Oh. Well, it's not every day you get to fish in front of that. Bunch of cement trucks. Lake Michigan largemouth toad, baby. Thank you, Lord. Oh, good. Oh my goodness. Largemouth. That is number 3. Well, that's really what I would call a missed opportunity. I ended up finishing second place, had big bass in the tournament, weighed 4.2. This is a singles tournament, and they're all by myself, and everyone else is fishing by themselves, not a team event. And I weighed 7.5 pounds. It took 9.2 or 9.5 pounds to win. I only weighed 3 fish, and you know, you can't lose fish, which is what I did today. I hadn't been here about 12 years, so what I tried to do is go to a community hole first. And it's not what I tried to do, it's what I did do, hoping to get bit, and I really did. I was surprised to get a good smallmouth to bite on my first cast. The reality is, I wasn't ready for it, and it jumped off about 10, 12 feet from the boat, and it was it would have been my second best fish a day, probably close to 2.5 pounds. Shortly after that, I did get a keeper, as you saw, and what I was throwing was this Strike King 1.5. I'm in a river system. I knew there would be smallmouth in the area. You can never go wrong with chartreuse with a black back. And I ended up catching about a handful more of short ones on this. I came back after that, of course, went to the lake and fished those break walls and caught that big one on a tube. This is a Pro X Outfitters green pumpkin with purple flake tube with a 1/4 ounce tube jig by Pro X Outfitters as well. Really what happened was I broke off my drop shot, and that's why I picked up my tube in the very first cast. That's when I caught that big one. And yeah, that's kind of unique. Catch those big largemouth on the outside of the break wall on the Lake Michigan side. So I caught 2, stayed there for a little bit. In hindsight, I should have stayed there. I never should have left. I knew there were some fish there, but the reality was I felt the clock ticking. I only had 6 hours today, and I thought I was going to run out of time. So that's when I went back, went to that same spot I started, threw this crankbait all over the place, had another 2-pounder, crush it, jump off a 10, probably about 30 feet from the boat. That would have given me 11.5, 12 pounds had I been able to land those 2 fish I lost. Then I went to skipping docks, fishing frogs. I was pitching all sorts of wood. Went off on Spring Lake and thought I would catch some fish there in the last hour. Did not. I struck out. I caught a 12-incher. I caught maybe 15 shorts all day, and my 3 keepers. Lost 2 other keepers, and they were both smallmouth bass. I can tell you the winners did come from Spring Lake. I went to Spring Lake in the last hour thinking that was the best place for numbers, and I was probably right, but I was in all the wrong places. But congratulations to the winners. Overall, I got nothing to be ashamed of, finished second place, but it does burn and sting not to get a limit.